Hey guys, today I'll be doing some cross walkthrough solves, and these are going to be pretty basic crosses, not going to really do any X crosses or anything, and I'm going to only stick to white cross. So, I'm making this for my friend Noah. He's a cuber, obviously, but he's going to his first competition, which is going to be UMass, and he's also going to Hudson Valley just to spectate because he didn't make the registration, and he's been cubing for a couple of months and he already averages like 20 seconds, so he's pretty good. And scrambles in the description. Alright, so for this first scramble, I see that these two pieces are opposite, and with one move we can match them up to their center, and this has to go opposite here. So I'm gonna do this. This can go here with an F2L, so now we have these two opposite, and then we're gonna match these up to their centers, and then we're gonna do a D prime, which puts the cross edges with their centers, and then we just do R prime L to put the cross edges in. Okay. Next scramble. Okay. So for this one, I see these two edges are in correct orientation, whatever, to each other. Like if I put these two in like that, they will be next to each other. And then I saw that this is an F2 away from being correct, and then instead of putting that down, we can bring the blue over, and then when we bring it down, it goes in, and we just do a D prime, that fixes the cross. So alright, so for this scramble, I see 3 of the cross edges are are next to their opposite center color, so we can just put all 3 of those in and then deal with this edge later. So just like that, puts all 3 cross edges in, and then this edge we can just bring it up, move the whole thing over, put it in, and then fix the centers. Okay, next scramble. Alright, so for this, I'm going to put, I see these 3, I'm going to put these 3 cross edges in, and this one will be over here at the end. So I see if I move this blue down twice, the red will be in correct position over here to go down there. So like that and that. However, if I move the orange over here after moving that down, now both the red and the orange are here. When I move that down, I can move the red and the orange down like that, and now I can fix the cross, and then I still have this green, so I can put it in back like that. But what I would do is I would actually put it in back like this, same moves, just from a different angle. So that's, this green has to go there, and it's just bringing the center up, moving it over, bring the center down, cross. Okay, so for this cross, So this green can go in next to the orange with a D2. So if I do a D2 and an R prime, now they're correct next to each other. Yeah. However, I also see this red is matching the orange, is opposite to the orange, and this blue is opposite of green. So if I do that, now, when I move this green down after doing the D2, now these two are correct in relation to each other. Both of these are next to their centers. So now what I can do is do a D, and that moves these two opposite of them, their things. And then now these two can go in with just an FR2, and now just D2 to fix the cross. Oh yeah, this is a pretty straightforward cross. So for this, I see green and I see this piece is already in, and green and blue are sort of opposite, like correct to each other, and then this is opposite, red and orange. So if I do a D, this gets the red and orange like that, and then when this goes down, now they're correct to each other. Now these two are just they're opposite, so they're correct compared to each other. So if I just do a D and I put them down, now that puts them in place, and then I just fix the cross. Okay. Alright, this is a pretty easy cross, yeah. So, pretty straightforward. Just have, this is already matching, one move in for this, and this is matching. So, I'll go right ahead, put the orange in, and now we're left with these two. So, I could do an R2, but instead what I'm going to do is an R prime, and I'm going to move the blue over, so when I do the next R prime to finish the R2, it brings the blue, and the cross is done. Okay, so this is probably an example of a solve that I would do yellow cross on, but because white cross is not very good, it's not terrible. Okay, so what I would do is I would just this is matching, and if I do R, now both of them are matching, so RFR puts both the green and the red in. However, if I move, these two are incorrect in relation to each other if I were to move that. However, if I move it up, and then if I put that down and that down, now they're correct. But I wouldn't do it like that. Actually, I probably would. Yeah, so just put those two in like that, and now when I move that up, I can fix the cross and then put these two in correctly. Okay, so actually that cross wasn't too terrible. That was decent. Oh, wow. There's two pairs for yellow. Again, this is why you should try to sometimes be... Okay, there is a white pair. So yeah, I would definitely do some sort of X-cross thing for this, but... yeah. Okay, so... I see the red here, and the orange, if I do a D, this matches that up, and I can move that down. But what I can also do is if I do a U, now these two are opposite, I could also just do it, so there's two ways I could do this, and I would probably go for, I'm not really sure what I would do in a solve, but I could do a D to match that up, and then a U, and then when I move that down and over, it goes in. And now there's just this green left, which has to go there. But okay, so then that goes in, and then hold on. What I also might do is, and these are two pretty good ways, I move this over and up, so what that gets is the orange solved and then the blue and the green opposite, so then I solve the red, and when I move that down, the blue and the green are now solved, and I just put them in like that. Alright, last scramble. Again, this would be really good for, you know what? I'm just gonna do a bonus for this last scramble. I'm just gonna do like a bonus X cross thing. So for this, I'm gonna do a double X cross. So yeah, really good. You should probably, if you're just doing white, at least switch to white and yellow, because that's what I do, and it works pretty well. You only have to check two sides, and it's not very hard to always find. You know, it's good. Okay, so I would just move the orange down, so now these two are solved, and the green down, and then I would put this pair in here by doing R prime U2R. I could also just do U R prime U R, but I would do R prime U2R, and then now that solves this pair, and then I would do a U2, and then I would cancel into putting this in with a sledge, so now the pair's in. Now I just put the edge in like that, and I'll just finish up this solve. Alright, so that would be like a 6. Probably not a 5, but that was still a really easy scramble. Okay, so hope you enjoyed these solves. Walkthrough cross things. They're probably a little too basic for you, but if you want some like normal 3x3 walkthrough solves, just tell me in the comments. So yeah.